Hello, I'm Chad Burch. I'm a physician assistant. I've been a PA now for 17 years. Been with Dr. Carpenter here at Humble Family Practice for 10 years. Prior to that, I was in the Navy for 6 years, stationed up in Washington, D.C. at the Navy Yard, as well as down in Corpus Christi Naval Air Station. I went to college at St. Francis University in Pennsylvania. Got my PA degree there. After that, I got my master's degree at the University of Nebraska. I've been with Dr. Carpenter for 10 years. I love working with Dr. Carpenter. He's a great physician. Most of his patients love him. He's been practicing here in Humble since 1979, and some of the patients that he first started seeing are still coming to see him, and I love that about Humble Family Practice. We are, as much as we can, be a full-service family practice clinic. We try to do as much as we can here before we refer you to a specialist. We can do sutures, mole removals, drainage of abscess, we treat hypertension, diabetes, hypothyroidism, and as well as many other chronic medical conditions that you would normally come to see your family practice doctor for. I like seeing patients. I've always wanted to be a doctor. I mean, I know that's kind of the cliche sound, but once I found out about PAs, where as a physician assistant I can do everything that a doctor does under the supervision of a doctor, but I didn't have to go to med school, to go to school as long. So I love doing that. I love working with patients. I love family practice because we get to see so many different things. I mean, as a PA, we can go into any specialty we want, but I picked family practice because I get to see the gamut of things, helping people through long term as opposed to just short term with regards to what most specialties would do. I love being here. I mean, like I said, 10 years, over 10 years, 10 and a half now, that I've been with Doc. Our patients are great. And like I said, I like the fact that our clinic is open, with the extended hours that we have, at night and the extended hours on the weekend, to make it more readily available for patients to get in. When sometimes they can't miss work to get their meds refilled, so then they might skip their medications. So I love the fact that our clinic does that. I love the fact that we take walk-ins. Don't get me wrong, on a busy day, it can become more hectic and hard, but you can't pick when you get sick. So it's nice being able to, somebody wakes up with a fever and they're able to call in and be told, hey, we don't have any appointments, but you can come in and we'll see you. Or just be driving by and say, oh man, I need to get my med refilled, and stop in and get seen and get their medication refilled. There could be a little bit of a wait as a walk-in, on a busy day, but we'll get you seen and get the thing taken care of that you need. And I like that about here because I've had family back home that can't, that even though my mom's PA is one of my friends from high school, still, if she wakes up with a fever, can't get in for a day or so because they're so busy. It's irritating. That's why I like family practice. And as a PA, we're not limited to just kids or just adults. As PAs, we can see the full gamut. So that's why I like family practice as opposed to going into internal medicine or pediatrics, was that I could see kids all the way up. And I like getting the variety of patients. I mean, the colds, the blood pressure, the diabetes, I hurt my ankle, I broke my hand, and rash, that whole gamut of things. It kind of keeps the day moving along, as opposed to if I was into orthopedics and I saw knees all day, that would get boring for me. My ADD would kick in. Well, I was doing what I do. I was a PA in the Navy. I was right out of high school to PA school, finished PA school. I started working for about 6 months at Camp Lejeune, in the city that Camp Lejeune Marine Corps base is in. And then I decided to join the Navy. And then I was in the Navy for 6 years. And then when my wife and I, at the time, had decided to get out, then came up here.